Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the ancestors past, present and future and welcome to you, your guides, my guides and the universal energies. Yes, I have got a very minor head cold. Yes, I am having treatment for it. Granny has actually been in hospital since Friday as her she did actually have a fever, not brought by me, I'll just point that out. But it was because her neutrophils were so low. So they are talking about her coming home either this afternoon or tomorrow. So it does mean that I will be double masking and the whole house will be thrown open. Now it's incredibly windy outside today, so I'm not reading outside today. I'm reading inside, but oh, we will manage. Okay. First of all, entertainment only. Secondly, if you get a reply from a bot, they use a font that sadly my auto catching won't catch. It's about call me on a WhatsApp number and give me money sort of thing. That is not me. Just click on the three dots down the side and report it, and it should hopefully get rid of them. Also, if this is not the channel for you, don't watch it. Don't take the time to actually seek out an email address for me and send me this ranting, crazy stuff. I'm not interested. And, and when I say I'm not interested, don't email me back and say that I'm carry on about me being a bully, etc. Just don't watch it. It's easy. It's called the off button. Okay, what do I want to have a look at today? It is Monday and an awful lot happened over the weekend. First of all, congratulations to Anthony Albanese, Albo and his long-term partner Jody, our Prime Minister and his partner. They got married. It was kept quiet. It was a private ceremony. They got married over the weekend, so huge congratulations to them. And, I love that their little dog Toto was the ring bearer, and you can tell a lot about a man or a woman about how they treat their dogs and cats, how they treat their pets. Okay, what else happened? Oh, there was an Australia First march that took place, and overhead photographs showed there were all of maybe at a real stretch 300 people there. And of course, the photographs of the people that were there, old, white, probably not real high socio-economic, let me just put it that way. And of course, Pauline Hanson was there spewing her usual stuff. Yeah, anybody who is not First Nations is an immigrant or descends from immigrants. So, please understand that. Okay, what else have we got? Oh gosh, yes. The Sumatran floods in Indonesia, 400 people, 440 at the moment confirmed deceased, and they're still looking. The Hong Kong fire, 146, and then there was the shooting at the child's birthday party in California. Just the rest is Mother Nature, which is still incredibly tragic. Mother Nature reminding us that we are petty humans, but the shooting, the rest of the world just cannot comprehend. It doesn't happen, this sort of thing does not happen anywhere else in the world in good democratic economies. I do feel that the police know who the shooter was, and I do feel it was a begrudging family member. So, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, some massive changes are going to be required. In regards to my reading the other day about CKEK and Shady regarding the up the duff, it's a terminology we use in Australia for being preggers, maybe starting to talk about some IVF. There's some rumours. So, yeah, just be aware of all that's going on. And awesome, the kitten's been accepted by hubby. Apparently now she's got a nickname, which always means acceptance for him, Stevie Nicks. And if you don't know who Stevie Nicks is, look her up. Absolutely awesome. So I do love that. Okay, where do I start in regards to this? There's a couple of things I want to have a look at today. I'm actually going to start off with, where do I go? Using my Gilded Tarot Royale. I want to have a look at, so the Orange Twerp has tweeted out, and if you wonder why I nickname him like that, it's so that the censors don't ban the videos. The Orange Twerp has tweeted out to keep the Venezuelan airspace clear. Apparently oh gosh, and there's the devil card popping out at me. Apparently the admiral that was ordering the strikes has been identified. When we're talking about the strikes, it's the Hegseth basically ordered that even survivors of the blowing the boats out of the water in international waters with no proof that they were actual drug runners. He wanted no survivors. I think that's why I feel the Mexican Navy picked one up at one stage there, but that's why they don't want any survivors. The same reason why they didn't want Albrego Garcia returned to the United States, because they will actually tell the truth about what is happening. So there was, if you can hear a beeping, that's the dishwasher beeping at me. I paused it, but obviously I don't know how to work it properly, so ignore the beeping. So the Armed Forces Committee is doing an investigation because the international law, as per the Geneva Convention, is if there are survivors of an attack that are of no threat. I mean, they weren't even of any threat in the boat, but anyhow, of no threat. International law is that they are supposed to be taken as prisoners of war. But apparently Hegseth said no survivors, so there was a second strike on that particular boat to take those survivors out. Now the Admiral has been identified as the one that carried out, I mean he didn't carry out, but was the one on the US vessel that then ordered the second strike at the command of Heggs. And you know, we've got new information being brought forward in justice. So Admiral Frank, known as Mitch Bradley. Now, also what's happened overnight is apparently the Orange Twerp, we've got a surrender. He may resign his command. We've had quite a number of top military personnel in that theatre resign already because they just no, I don't want to be involved. But what's also happened is apparently Trump's not only the Orange Twerps not only pardoned the drug lord ex-president that was convicted to 42 years, he's also overnight pardoned a David Gentile, a fraudster who, you know, diddled thousands of people out of their life savings to the equivalent of $1.6 billion. So, yeah, birds of a feather. Okay, what do I want to have a look at? What do I want to have a look at? Oh, there's so much. The Congress people talking about resigning. The Orange Twerp announcing that he's going to target drug traffickers on land. Okay, let's have a look. Is the Orange Twerp or Heggs or either of them about to launch a land invasion? Is either of them about to launch a land attack? I won't say invasion, I'll just say attack on Venezuela. Are either of them about to launch a land attack on Venezuela? You want that card? Are they either of them about to order a land attack? Are either of them about to order a land attack? Come on down, let's have a look. Sorry, 10 minutes in and I haven't even thrown a card. They're going to try and spin something, create something out of nothing. So with the Temperance card, I mean, it can mean, sorry about the overhead lights shining on it, but the Temperance card, it is very much about toxicity, or it can be detoxifying, but she's trying to combine water and fire, and water and fire don't combine particularly well. They create steam. So this is very much trying to spin a reason. Thank you. Challenged by the Three of Cups. Now, 3 countries, Colombia, UK, and I can't remember the third one, is refusing to share any information with the United States. Is intelligence information, especially about the Caribbean area and Venezuela. So the challenge may be the 3 countries that are standing up to him. Okay, at the foundation, we've got the Ace of Cups, something emotionally overwhelming. The energy that they're stewing in at the moment is new what? Because it can be new partnerships, but this is more about, it's all cups so far. Even the Temperance has got the 2 cups. 2 cups, 3 cups, 1 cup. New overwhelming emotion. There's something here that they're going to try and play on. In the past, you've got the Ten of Pentacles, the oligarchical money, the warmongers that want a war. No point in, because they know that the Israel one's winding down. They know the Ukraine-Russian one, Russia's out on its feet. It can be the war machine oligarchs, as in the weapons manufacturers, they want a war. There's no point in being a weapons manufacturer if you haven't got a war. Okay, so oligarchical money in the past. Crowning this reading, though, is my card for the voters. Again, all through here is cups. It's all about emotions. So we've got here, I think this is the voters saying no, definitely not. And the immediate future, the Tower card. Yeah, they want to, but I don't think they're going to be able to, or the people aren't going to stand for it. I mean, this could be a missile launch that explodes something on land. Let's see where it goes. The fading misogynistic relationships here, the fading partnerships, and the walking away internally. Externally, internally is the way I have it round. Danny Shea does it the other way around. That's fine. We just got to lay the cards out how our guides tell us. So externally for me is this side. It's the other way around for Danny. I noticed he pointed that out the other day, so he may have had a few comments. But, each to their own. So we've got the fading misogynistic relationships and 3 cups spilt, 3 cups here in the challenge position, 3 cups spilt and walking away. I don't think they're going to be able to. The 3 of Wands is in the hopes and fears. The plan involving warships at sea. Let's have a look, see where it goes. The outcome, some sort of, again, cups. 7 of Swords, 2 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. I think this is to do with an order or orders being made that are illegal with that 7 of Swords and the Knight of Cups, the Trojan, the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, a harsh truth being brought forward. I think they're going to be ordered to, but I don't know. With the Knight of Swords, this can be, it is the sword is drawn with it's a military card. 2 of Swords, a decision that needs to be made. And then we've got the 7 of Pentacles, unable to harvest, not harvesting. And then you've got reasonable, the King of Cups, logical and reasonable. And then the secrets being revealed with the Moon card. If I keep going, secrets revealed, the Magician about the manipulation, and then we've got the Hanged Man, and then we've got the Nightmare situation. I really think that they're going to, but now that you've got Admiral Frank Mitch Bradley being outed and the Armed Forces Committee investigating, I think things are going to change. Okay, I'm just going to pause you for a moment while first of all I stop that dishwasher beeping and then I check the messages as they'll be from my mum. Hang on a sec. Righto, back again, set the dishwasher going again. And my daughter from over in Australia in regards to a Christmas present that I want sent on. She's like, do you realise how big it is? Yeah, just send it and send me the bill. So no dramas there. Okay, what do I want to have a look at? So yeah, I think that and these threw out at me. Okay. Strength, justice, sword of truth, and loss, disappointment, heartbreak, and again, 3 cups spilt. I think they're going to make the order, or they're going to try and make the order, and there's going to be pushback by the military, especially now that this admiral has been outed. So show me Admiral Frank, known as Mitch Bradley. He was the one that was ordered to take the second strike to kill the survivors, and the strike was taken. So let's have a look. Just show me what we need to know about Admiral Frank, known as Mitch Bradley. Let's have a look. What do we need to know about Admiral Frank Mitch Bradley? Oh, you want that one on top too. Okay, come on down. Okay, Page of Wands. Right, this was the one that came out right at the beginning with the Justice card. The Page of Wands. So is bringing forward information here. I would suspect he's going to be called up in front of the Armed Forces Committee. Now, I do apologise about the light. I was hoping to read outside today as it's a beautiful day, but it is blowing a gale. Welcome to New Zealand. So Page of Wands is the signifier. The challenge is, so I'm asking about Admiral Bradley, the 6 of Pentacles. Can be, it's not really the giving and receiving help. This is about the orders that came down. Thank you. The orders that came down, weighing in the balance of justice here. Okay, there's my biggest military card. The energy that he's in at the moment is it's just my military card, my big military card. Could be military, remembering his oath. What do we need to know about Mitch? I suspect he has already sought legal assistance with the King of Swords in the past. I suspect he's already sought legal assistance. Crowning this reading, we've got the 10 of Pentacles again, the oligarchical money. Could also be legacy in this particular, his legacy going forward. He will always be known now as the commander in that area that ordered that second strike. And it's also being a 10 and ending card. This might be career ending for him. Absolutely. Oh dear. Okay. Now we know why Mark Kelly and those came out reminding them of their oath. Yeah, the immediate future, the wheel of fortune turning. Karma, destiny. So how's this going to play? I think he's already gotten legal advice on this. Okay, externally for him, Ace of Wands, big stick moment. Bringing forth big information about with the military here. Internally here for him, the poor choice card. integrity, honor. Yeah, okay. We've got the hopes and fears. The Four of Swords, being held accountable, perhaps forcing to resign. Okay, he will have a choice to make about which path forward he takes in regards to the information that he brings forward. He is going to be on the defensive back foot in regards to this, and it is very much about trying to detoxify. No. It is about the spin. It's to do with the spin and the order that came down. We've got with the Knight of Cups there. Three of Pentacles. As I keep going on this story. Two of Pentacles. Again, you've got the ships at sea and a decision to be made. And the Eight of Swords. I don't think this is... gosh, Eight of Swords. Oh, boy. Is Three of Pentacles. The order came down, he obeyed the order, but in hindsight he's realised that was not good and that he may face court-martial, prison time, Nuremberg-style trials. Right, on the underlying energy we have the government. We've got the Six of Swords, again, stormy waters. The swords are pointing down, illegal orders, entrapped by the information, the Four of Wands. However, secrets being revealed with the Moon card, the Death card, and then we've got this King of Cups again, whoever this person is, and then we've got the infighting, the betrayal, you've got the orange twerp, and you've got the illegality of it all. If I keep going, you've got the Ace of Cups, the Russia, the World, the Devil, the Judgment card. You know, again, never ever good cards when we're talking about the ending for this regime. Never good for them, put it that way. Entertainment only. Yeah, I think Admiral Bradley's going to find himself in be forced to resign his position. Okay. Let's show me the Armed Forces Committee. None of this is necessarily going to happen quickly. Let me put it out there. I've got stuff that I've read on that even now, 2 years ago, has still not come to pass, but it's going through the process of it. Okay, the Fool card and the Death card. This is uncharted territory that we're in at the moment, with a president issuing, Bush, yeah, could be argued for Bush too, but uncharted territory that's going to bring about a significant ending that involved foolishness, that involved people being unalived. Okay, show me the investigation by the Armed Forces Committee. Show me. What do we need to know about the Armed Forces? It's bipartisan, both sides of the aisle. Oh my God, they went to the locker room and dusted off their spines, found themselves a pair of, maybe they found themselves a vagina, because I tell you what, that thing sure takes a beating over its lifespan. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. To quote Betty White, sorry, in case you're wondering where that came from. Show me the Armed Forces Committee. What do we need to know? Okay, come on down. Let's have a look. Right, the Star card. Oh, and look at the light shining right in the middle of that star. I'll leave that there. What perfect placement. The Star card. And in case you're wondering, yes, I do have my laptop tilted right up. It's just how the lights are. The best of democracy. The best of it's so what was happening was the regime, and I won't just say the orange twerp because he's just the puppet out the front. The regime was attempting to take over all three arms of government: the executive, the congressional, the lawmakers, legislative, and the judicial. They were pretty good at taking over the judicial with the Supreme Court, and they've been putting people in place for decades for this moment. Don't think this is just an orange twerp era thing. This has been in play since Nixon days. So we've got the Star card, the best of democracy, the judicial, the legislative arm actually starting to stand up. Okay. Investigating what has happened with the military, with the fleet overseas, wanting to bring the ships into a safe harbour. Let's see where this goes. Yeah, the ending of the misogynistic relationships. So let's have a look at the Armed Forces Committee. This is about change. This is about rise of feminine energy. Now, when I talk about feminine energy, I'm not talking about a dominance of feminine energy. It's more about because we've been under such aggressive misogynistic or energy, which is toxic masculine energy for last 2,000 years, something like that. This is about the rise of the feminine energy to bring equilibrium, to bring balance. It's not about, overtaking or anything. It's about bringing balance. Okay, so this is the energy they're stewing in at the moment, is the ending of these misogynistic, do as I say, contracts and agreements. In the past, we've got the legislators themselves bringing forward this investigation into kegs, and it is bipartisan across the aisle. So there can be no cries of it being a democratic witch hunt or anything like that. It is, and again, look, the light right in the middle there. Bipartisan across the aisle. Again, we've got Temperance card, but I think in this, she's the card of the day, I tell you. Again, trying to work through the spin to bring balance, to detoxify the situation, hopefully. Externally, again, we've got this Ace of Wands that I had for Admiral Bradley. Big information coming forward, fiery information coming forward, and exposing the lies. Ooh, wow, internally, the Moon card, exposing the lies. We've got hopes and fears, the military, again, that military card, sword of truth in the outcome, bringing forward this sword of truth, the loss, disappointment, heartbreak, despair with that Five of Cups. Yeah, I think when the truth is brought forward, there's going to be a lot of despair, and it's going to be, with that Ten of Wands, a really heavy information that comes forward that's going to bring an ending to the abuse. Ooh, love that card, the Five of Swords, the abuse of power. This is uncharted waters with the Fool card. Secrets being revealed, the Four of Pentacles. There is some secrets that some would like hidden, but you've got exposure of the hidden agenda with the High Priestess and Justice. Wow, these are big cards. On the base, you've got, again, Russia with the Empress, the Five of Wands. If you can hear gurgling, that's the dishwasher. Five of Wands, the chaotic throwing under the bus, and then the King of Cups again. Whoever this figure is, it may be Massey, I'm not sure who it is. What a mess. What a mess, what a mess, what a mess, what a mess, what a mess. Yeah, the Legislative Armed Forces Committee. I think they're going to bring it. I really, really think they're going to bring it. Okay, show me. Is the current regime going to be found guilty of treason? Let's go there. Oh, and as I said that, entrapped by the messaging. This can be in other decks, my White House messaging card where people are walking away. Entrapped by the messaging and an inability to harvest. And guess what's on the bottom? The Justice card and the High Priestess card. And showing itself to me as the nightmare situation. It is a nightmare situation. Yeah, as Russell Crowe said in that interview I posted a while back, if you do not hold these people accountable for their actions, ergo Nuremberg trials, it will embolden others to repeat it going forwards. So show me, will this regime be held accountable? Will this regime be held accountable? Come on down. Right. Well, it is really a burdensome. What a tough decision to make. Well, for you and me, it's not a tough decision, but this is going to undo everything that was the mythology of the power of the US government. It's a heavy burden. You've got the Page of Pentacles as the challenge. There's going to be documentation that comes out that cannot be denied. Yet there's the devil. Wondered when he'd show up at the base. Those that tied themselves to this devil energy. You've got in the past. So are they going to be held accountable on the back foot trying to defend? Crowning the reading, the Knight of Swords, harsh truth being brought forward, immediate future, Knight of Pentacles, information about mercenary actions. You've going to end up with this infighting about those that, but it's the president. We can't hold the president accountable. It's our cabinet. There's going to be some argy-bargy argument back and forward. But internally, I think the Constitution is going to dictate the outcome with that Nine of Wands. There is going to be a surrender to the word of the Constitution rather than the illusion of the presidency and the cabinet. Hopes and fears, there are some information that they're wanting to keep hidden that we might not see, but it's going to be a cleansing, big cleansing. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, those that feathered their nest in the past with the Six of Cups, and you've got the Eight of Cups are walking away, and then you've got the military. I think what's going to happen is that the information is just going to be so overwhelming. Again, there's that card on the bottom, Russia. King of Swords, legal action, Seven of Cups, poor choices. You've got the Ten of Cups. This could be ending of the happy families, or it could simply be the voter. The Six of Swords, the illegal action overseas by the government into uncharted territory. Five of Swords, again, the abuse of power being revealed. Be careful what you wish for the Nine of Cups, because the illegal action with that Seven of Swords is going to be exposed. You've got the Strength card here, but a choice that needs to be made about what path to go forward. You either hide it in the brambles, underbrush, sweep it under the carpet and hope it goes away, or you take the path of right, strength and right. Now, call your Congress representatives and tell them that they have to take action on this. Three of Wands overseas, and then the Star of Hope and Healing. Ring your congressperson every day. If there's nothing else you can do, ring them every day and leave a message telling them that you've heard about this illegal order. They need to take action to bring about an ending, and if it means the fall of the government and an interim panel, then so be it. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you for joining me, and I shall catch you shortly. Bye-bye. Oh, let me get that mouse. There it goes. Catch you shortly. Love you. Bye-bye.